Welcome back to another vlog. I am having a bit of a slower day today. It's actually a Thursday and it's been a very busy couple of weeks and I've got lots to catch you up on, but I thought I would vlog today and tomorrow because tomorrow is quite an exciting day and I'll get to that in a minute. But also today I am on sort of like week 3, 2 or 3 of the month. I don't actually know what week it is. I feel like 2 or 3, yeah, must be 3 maybe. Yeah, week 3 of the month. Oh my gosh, this is already a disaster. It's like the 3rd week of the month, and by that point in my job, when I'm scheduling brands, Instagrams and stuff, by the 3rd week I've usually sent off the schedule for next month and already had it signed off. So in the 1st week of the month I usually shoot all of the content. 2nd week I put it all together and send off a schedule to the client, and by the 3rd week, once it's all been signed off, I'm really just running this month's content on their Instagram. So week 3 slows down ever so slightly, but I prioritize my stuff, so my YouTube, my Instagram, shooting content for myself on week 3. And also I now have this new section which I'm going to talk to you about now. So as you might have known if you've been following me on Instagram or if you've been watching my YouTube videos recently, you'll know that I've gone fully freelance when it comes to work. I'm no longer a full-time nanny and I am now a social media manager for 2 brands. And it feels fantastic. I am absolutely loving it and I think it's honestly one of the best decisions that I've made for myself. And with that, along with that, I noticed a freelance role that was going for a brand that I had heard of through a friend. When I was on the Monica Vinader shoot that I told you about a couple of vlogs ago, I think, I met this wonderful woman called Vanessa and we became really good friends, and she works for a company called House of Hyde and they were looking for a creative assistant. And long story short, you can tell where I'm going with this, but I got the job. So I am now the creative assistant for House of Hyde, which I'm incredibly proud to be able to say. And I'm just so happy. So that's like my 3rd freelance role in social media, creative assistant-esque job. That didn't make sense. You know what I mean. And yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to vlog as well because that's going to be my first sort of working from home day for them. But I will try and put in some snapshots here now of last Friday, where I was on a shoot, a branding shoot for the brand, which was really amazing. We shot lots of content for House of Hyde itself, not for any of our clients, just for House of Hyde, and it was such a fantastic day. So yes, that's my big news for this vlog. I feel like each vlog recently I've had like something to tell you all, so that's been really exciting. But this morning, like I say, Monday to Wednesday this week has been really full on, really busy, and I've got a big day tomorrow with House of Hyde. So today I'm concentrating on my own things, creating content for myself. I'm going to be I'm obviously vlogging today, so that's technically work. And I'm also going to be filming a what's in my Balenciaga handbag as well. I recently put up a what's in my Louis Vuitton handbag, so I'll link that here and you can go and watch that if you haven't already. But yeah, so I'm going to be filming a video today. So I'm concentrating mainly on my content today, which means there's no real deadlines, like I can sort of take my time throughout the day. So I've slept into like 7:30 today, which was really nice because I normally get up at 5:30. I'm just having a little coffee and a little plan of my day. And I just thought it would be nice to show you a day where I'm not so full on, because it's very rare. Okay, so seeing as I'm having a slow morning and I don't quite need to start filming my other video just yet, I thought I would quickly show you guys what I got in town yesterday. On my lunch break, I quickly popped into town to run some errands because there was a couple of bits that I wanted to pick up. So I thought I would show you what I got. So starting off with, there is a gorgeous shop in the lanes called Papersmith. And they sell like really beautiful notebooks and stuff. So I needed a new notebook for work, basically, for my new job with House of Hyde, and just to write stuff down. I've got, where is it? I've got my diary over here, which I like. This is actually, I've actually got a new one as well, which I might show you as well. I used to have like a week per page diary, which is the one that I've got now. But the thing with this is, as my work is getting more and more, like you can see, like I'm filling up the little spaces so quickly. So as work is getting more and more, I wanted to get a page per day journal, which I ended up getting in Tiger. I can't remember if I showed you guys this or not, or whether it was on my Instagram stories, but so I ended up getting this. So it's a page per day, apart from the weekends. The weekend is over one page, and I was very specific about what kind of diary I wanted. So I wanted times down the side, because I have meetings, video calls and stuff at various times, shoots for various times and stuff like that. Then I also wanted a to-do list for things that aren't timed at all throughout my day. I also wanted like a doodly section, which this part has like a bullet journal section. And then I've also got a goal section for like things that I just need to like get done in my life. So like do my laundry or do a food shop that aren't part of work, if that makes sense. So this I actually got in Tiger, and this starts at the end of December, so I can't wait to swap over to this one. But what I also needed was just a notebook. And I've always been somebody that has used like lined notebooks, and I usually use, so this has turned into so much more than a show and tell, but I feel like I need to explain my thought process. I have been using this sort of like, it's like an old school workbook from a shop called Utility in Brighton, and they're like 75p. They're so good. But the thing is, they do fall apart a little bit because they're only stapled and stuff. They're like not overly well made, obviously, for like 75p. So my plan was to go and get a new lined notebook, but I ended up going into Papersmith, and I've actually ended up with a bullet journal. And I just thought this might be a little bit easier, and it might make it a little bit more versatile for what I will now need it for, especially on shoots and stuff like that, because I can draw like sections in the bullet journal for like parts of that day. So for like this scene, we need to shoot this. Then I'll do like another section, props for this shoot and stuff like that. So that was sort of my thought process behind it. So if you are ever in Brighton, do pop into Papersmith because it's absolutely gorgeous. But this particular notebook that I ended up with is from the Completist company. And it comes in this gorgeous sort of packaging. But it's very hard to open with one hand. So I ended up with this notebook. Now, I'm not kidding when I tell you it took me about 20 minutes to decide on this one. They had a couple of a couple of other designs other than this one, but I really liked the beige and orange. It's two of my favourite colours. And then like the words notes was in navy. So as you can see when you open it up, it's a bullet journal, so it's all dotted. I hope the camera's picking that up. And then it has like these little tabs at the end that you can fold over once you've used that page, so you can like easily skip to whatever page you're up to. So I ended up going for this one, and there were so many there. I very nearly went for like a really thick one. I don't actually know how many pages this one has, but they're usually like, oh, it's 144 pages. There was a 250 page one for like £5 extra than this, which I very nearly went for, just because it was like so much more for so much less, like value for money wise. It was pretty good, but I ended up not getting that one in the end, and I went for this one. And I'm very particular about my notebooks and diaries, as you can probably tell, because they really house like everything that I need to do, and I'm a very like routine based person, so I am quite particular about my stuff like that. But this one kind of ticked all the boxes. Like, I wanted it to be like quite sturdy but not a hardback, because then they are quite hard to write in sometimes. But I didn't want it to be like a floppy one or like a ring binder one, because then I find them too floppy to write in if I'm standing up and like taking notes. So this one is like sturdy, but it's still got a little bit of flex in it, so that it, like when you're writing on a table, I don't know if this is even interesting to anybody, it probably isn't, but I know that there's lots of people that do like stationery, so I thought I would mention it. But yeah, it's from the Completist company, so I will try and leave links for this down below. But this notebook was £15, which I know is a lot of money for a notebook, but I think if your job is quite reliant on you writing down lots of things, then you're probably going to be like me and be really into your stationery and like get something that's actually really good. Then from Papersmith, I also picked up the I don't know how you describe, how you say that company, Peplo. I don't know, I'm trying to make it French, but I don't think it is French. It's made in the Czech Republic, so probably not. But I got this because this is going to be in my bag a lot, and I don't want the pages to get like folded back. So what you do, you basically put this over it, obviously without the cardboard. Put this over it and it holds your notebook together, and then you can put some pens in, because I have my pens in this old Glossier pouch, but I obviously don't need all the colours at one time. So I'll probably just take always a red for checking things off, and then whatever colour I'm using that week. And I'll just put them in that, and I think that will be really handy. And this was like a £5. So altogether that came to about £20, which I know in Tiger I can get them so much cheaper. Like this one from Tiger was £4, and it's honestly, this is hardback, but what I like about it is the binder is not hard, it's soft, so it opens really nicely, and it's not like too difficult. Oh, it's got a bit stuck there, I'll figure that out. But it still opens flat, do you see that? So I can write in it easily, and it doesn't like ping back on itself. So I'm yeah, like this is how particular I am about stationery. But when your job literally revolves around you writing stuff down a lot of the day, then it does become quite important that they're nice things. So yeah, really happy with that. And actually I didn't even realise, but the colours match really well, so I think that will look really nice. But this doesn't start until the end of December, this one, so I cannot wait to swap over to that one. So that was the first thing I picked up. And then you might notice this hay tray that is on my table. This is from a brand called Hay. You might have heard of them already, they're pretty big in interior design and stuff, and basically they're just super bougie fancy little trays, little plastic trays. Now I know you can get ones similar in like Tesco's or something, perhaps not this design, because obviously this is like the design of what like fruit comes in at a market, and they've sort of just like turned it into this trend thing. But I know you can obviously just get little trays like this, little storage boxes in Tesco's or whatever for like £2.50, but these are actually only £6.95, and to me it's worth the extra money to get them to look really cool, because I'm just that kind of person. So I absolutely love this. So I actually went to a shop called Pussy in Brighton, and it does not
sell what you think it would sell. It's just interior design stuff basically. And I picked up another one, and I picked it up in the lilac colour. And the reason why I got this one is for my bathroom, because let me take you into the bathroom. I have all of my bath stuff on the side of the bath, but I really don't like it there. It really annoys me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of my bath stuff in this hay tray up here, so that it's out the way and it doesn't get wet and it doesn't make marks on my bath, because it really annoys me. And then when I have a bath, I'm just going to take the stuff out and use it. Again, you'll kind of like see what kind of personality I have, that I buy these things to just like make life easier that aren't particularly necessary, but they make me really happy. So I picked up another one of these. So yeah, if you're ever in Brighton, the shop in the lanes called Pussy sells these, and they're only £6.95, and to me it's worth the little bit extra to get them to look like nice and aesthetic in my flat. But this one I actually bought from a shop called Utility, but not the one in Brighton. It was a shop called Utility in Liverpool, so that was where I got my original one. And what I also thought was I can swap between these two, so this one can go in the bathroom sometimes, this one can go on my table if I want to swap the colours round. So I've got something to play with now. So yeah, those were the bits that I picked up yesterday. My flat literally smells so incredible right now, because I've got the Abundance wax melts from Alchemist Satchel burning on my wax burner, and it literally smells amazing. I can look at the notes here. So the notes are fir, cedarwood and frankincense. And these come in like, they're like shaped like little goddesses, and obviously these ones have melted, but they smell incredible. And if you do want to get anything for Christmas from Alchemist Satchel, then I've got a 15% off code, rayofstyle 15. Use that at the purchase checkout section. I don't know why words are failing me today. You can use that and get 15% off your purchase. Right, now what I'm going to do is, I've done a load of stuff for Instagram, done a load of stuff that like little admin-y stuff that I needed to do before I got started with the day. It's now 10 o'clock. Like I said, this is a very slow day for me, by the way. I think I'm going to film my Balenciaga bag video, which I will need this camera for, and then see where we're up to after that. And then hopefully once I've filmed this, usually what me and Sam do is go to Flower Pot at 11 o'clock and go do some work there. So if I film this, I can go and edit it there, which I think will be really, really productive. So let's go on with that. Hello, you are still on the tripod because I just filmed my Balenciaga what's in my bag video. Here she is, my one and only. That's not true, I have loads of bags, but yeah, so I just filmed that video. So that is now done, and I'm thinking I'm going to go to Flower Pot and edit that video, and perhaps start editing this vlog while I'm there, because I've got a few hours until I go and do like my little afternoon nanny shift, which is 3 till 5, or 3 till 5:30. So yeah, so I've got a few hours to go and get some work done, so I think that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll come back here for some lunch. But I'm very, very hungry and I've run out of brioche, so I think I'm going to head to Flower Pot, do some work and eat all of their pastries. I thought while I'm here, I'll quickly show you what I've got on today. So starting with my necklaces. Oh, I've got new freckles on my neck. Starting with my necklaces, I've got my Sunshine Ninja bead necklace. This little rose quartz moon is from Cow Vintage in Liverpool. Then I've got my Vitaly padlock on. T-shirt wise, I've got my Story MFG long sleeve on. And then underneath I've got a dress, but I'm just wearing it as a skirt today, from Weekday. And then on my feet I've got my Crocs just because I'm indoors, but I'm actually going to put on my Reebok beatniks today, I think. And then I need to think of a coat because it's actually quite cold out. So I need to have a think about what coat I'm going to wear as well. Okay, so slight change of plan. Sam isn't going to Flower Pot until 2 o'clock today, which doesn't really work out for me. So it's 11 o'clock now, so what I'm gonna do is I really want some pastries, so I'm gonna go to the shop and just get some cheap ones rather than spend like £2.50 on a pastry, if I'm not gonna stay there. And then I think I'll just like get some cheapy ones from Sainsbury's or Tesco, come back here, work from here, have lunch, and then go and do my nannying shift, because it doesn't make sense to go to Flower Pot and spend the money. I mean, I obviously could just go, but I'd rather save it and go tomorrow with Sam, because I haven't got any nannying tomorrow, so I can be there for as long as I like. So it makes more sense to save the money for then, and just to get like a 70p croissant in Sainsbury's today. So that's the new plan.